Hello there, friend. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of positivity and mental stability and overall sanity. How's your Saturday going? The sun is right above my forehead, beaming down its rays, and I feel its resonance as my skin absorbs it. I did a 5-mile run up a beautiful mountain and did some pull-ups on those public playground. It's pretty new. It has just been set up, so it feels nice. It feels so nice and clean, and the ground was made up of a soft material, which is pretty interesting, and it had the texture of a basketball. So I found that pretty interesting. Did some back bends there, and it's so nice that it was situated on top of a mountain, and we get to overlook and at the same time have a quick self-reflection to see things from above, as we always do here in Start Early Today, a subsidiary of Make Pure Thy Heart. How's it going? Jean Sue, Isabella, Marissa, One Avalanche Lily, Project with Friends. Welcome new paid subscribers and also our regular free subscribers. Hope you're having a fantastic time. How's the shoulder? How's the chest? How's your physical body? How's your face? Okay? Make time to look yourself in the mirror. That is your face. It's okay. Okay? That is your face. It is unique. It is beautiful. Maybe you can relax the point between the eyebrows and cultivate a smile, like the smile of the Buddha. Carry that smile. Let that smile melt across or downward the throat and onto the shoulders, and carry a radiant being. Ease of being. Take it easy. May today and tomorrow, this weekend, happy Father's Day to all of the fathers. Make it be one of stillness and recuperation, rejuvenation, replenishment, a review, assess and track your situation, track where you are in your life, and really see it from the peak of the mountain's point of view. Okay? We've been doing Thich Nhat Hanh cards, and we've been doing prayers by Joseph Murphy, and I recently received my new favorite book from my favorite author, Corey Allen. Check him out. He has a Substack called Clarity with Corey and an amazing podcast called Astral Hustle. You'll learn a lot. He can be your therapist and a guide in exploring the wondrous and vast psyche. Okay? His book is called Now is the Way, Simple Mindfulness for Modern Times by Corey Allen, creator of the Astral Hustle podcast. He has a very deep, resonant voice, and it's very soothing. Okay, let's start with our card of the day from Thich Nhat Hanh, our beloved friend, monk. Imagine him sitting beside you, sitting in silence on this sacred land, and every time you walk in peace on this vast earth. Okay? Let me just reach onto this card below me. Rest naturally. Suppose someone is holding a pebble and throws it in the air, and the pebble begins to fall down into a river. After the pebble touches the surface of the water, it allows itself to sink slowly into the river. It will reach the bed of the river without any effort. Once the pebble is at the bottom of the river, it continues to rest. It allows the water to pass by. I think the pebble reaches the bed of the river by the shortest path because it allows itself to fall without making any effort. During our sitting meditation, we can allow ourselves to rest like a pebble. We can allow ourselves to sink naturally without effort to the position of sitting, the position of resting. So this is best done upon waking. Sit on the side of the bed. You can do a lotus if you're limber, or if that is your practice, if you're comfortable. But if not, you can have your feet just dangling, and maybe your palms facing up to the sky, resting upon near the pelvic floor, and make the spine erect. Shoulders, give it a little roll, safely inhabiting the body. And in this natural state of awareness, this is the best spot to observe. Acquaint yourself with the inner workings of the mind. Observe the thoughts once again pop up. We do this daily, my friend. You've been existing as your persona day in, day out for how many years? So I think it's about time that we have a good sense or a grasp of what things or how things work. You are the ego. That's not all that there is. Okay? What makes you suffer is your thinking and involvement in things, which is your choice. Isn't that a liberating truth to behold, my friend? That it is you. You have the freedom to take a step back and drop the story of what is making you suffer right now. Resting naturally with how things are. You can also see things in 3 levels. The levels of what you can control. That's the first level. And the second tier, you control somewhat, or the things that you can influence. And number 3, we can also see as God's business, which is the thing that runs on a higher nature that is beyond your control and your understanding. So may we see life with a little bit of curiosity, with a little bit of a spectator, if I may say, an audience of this grand cinema. Okay? It's cinema, it is art. It is not known yet moment to moment. Let each moment reveal itself to you with our open appreciation, with our open eyes, with our open love. Imagine God created this wonderful theater and we just let it pass by. That is indifference and negligence, and you'll miss out. So in resting naturally and in cultivating this sensitivity and appreciating the mundane and knowing how the mind works, this will lead to a life that is fulfilling. You'll get to discover what you're all about too. Maybe you'll get to figure out your core values or the things that are really important to you. Okay, my friend? Because in stillness, in anchoring, in choosing to sit in a specific length of time, maybe in the morning, give yourself 10 minutes. Okay? And in this natural resting, meditative activity, dedication, commitment, you'll gain mastery of yourself because you master your physical body. You'll master you'll take command. You'll be the leader of the troop, of the army, which is your body. To not get dragged by to-dos in your head. Do not get led or dragged or tricked by the ego in serving it. Okay? The master is your awareness. You are the master. You are the boss. You are the leader. If you say, I'll be sitting here for 10 minutes with my hands just still, and I won't scratch my nose, and I won't make coffee, so be it. Timer starts now. And in doing that, you're affirming that your word is law. You're taking the lead. You're being accountable with your own self first. This is how you train for joy. This is how you lead yourself. This is how you make your dreams come true. And it starts with sitting. Sit yourself for a certain period of time. So following the path of least resistance too. Like the pebble, it continues to rest. And it lets the water pass by. Water being your external world. And you're just the pebble resting. Imagine, who's the protagonist in this film? Trainspotting. The ending wherein he continuously fall into the floor, layer upon layer. This will happen to you if you if you choose to experience a flotation tank. A sensory deprivation tank. It's a shortcut to meditation. I tried it a couple of times and it was pretty remarkable. So you'll instantly float, and in floating you'll let go of all the muscle tensions, and there will be a sense of falling. Imagine falling in deep space, in water, and just falling and falling, layer upon layer. And you're just falling. There's no need to resist or to consciously maintain balance. It's just continuously allow and rest naturally. As you do this, imagine your shoulders melting from ice to water. That's my favorite from Tara Brach. Check her out. She does a pretty nice meditation series. How's your coffee? We're doing Folgers. It is a pretty generic brand, not too connoisseur or bespoke, but it's pretty good. So do a Folgers with Chobani oat milk steamed, and light up some sage. It's a pretty relaxing day, my friend. I'm happy that you're here sharing this moment. I ran. I shall say, just did a brisk walk. A light jog, if I may say. Did a light jog, 5 miles, nice incline, beautiful view. It's really different because even though you sweat a lot on the spin bike or on the Peloton, it's different when you're like treading the earth. It feels like I'm turning the earth with my feet. A certain amount of alertness and centeredness and appreciation, and also some Shinrin-yoku in there. We got some communication with the leaves and some animals. The pull-ups were nice. I can only do 5 at a time, but I made it up to 100. There was a guy doing my goal, the muscle up. You know when you do a pull up with the palms facing forward, do a pull up, and then you bring the bar onto the waist level, and then you do some dips. Dips being you bend onto the elbows. The body is above the bar. That's that takes a certain amount of strength that I'm working on. But how am I gonna start? Gotta start somewhere, and my maximum is just 5 pull-ups. 5 sissy pull-ups for now, my friend, for now. But we're working on it. Just like the bird, it keeps on flying. So resting naturally, my friend, may you rest naturally, and this does not stay in your practice. We carry this on. This will become your way of being. What is your way of being today? Being rested naturally in your center and in your spaciousness, where nothing can disturb you, nothing can wobble you. You're standing strong, spine erect, shoulders down and back, with the chest forward, okay? With the chest forward, long neck, okay? And a calm smile. And watch your surroundings perceive you as a dignified one, as a strong helper, as a valuable agent in the community. Because that is what you are. Your uniqueness is celebrated. Your uniqueness is much needed. A vital part in this jigsaw puzzle of life. Okay? So how are you gonna embody this being of being rested naturally despite external affairs, my friend? Okay? Being anchored in the breath. Practice deep listening. If somebody's talking, give it a lot of space. Let them have a monologue and agree. And better yet, nurture. Okay? Nurture and approve and water it even more with natural, organic fertilizer of affirmations. Like, hey man, that's a nice looking shirt. And that's a beautiful earring and nose ring. It matches the shape of your face. And what's up? That's a beautiful looking skateboard and you ride pretty smoothly. And if they choose to share some things, practice deep listening. You can do this by really be authentically, genuinely interested in what they're trying to say. And it shall reveal parts of yourself, because other people are the agents or messengers of the things that you need to work on yourself too. Right? Am I right? Do you do this practice? If a person bothers you, doesn't it tell something about you? That the mere fact that you're being bothered in that way is you need to work on that thing in yourself, because you see it. Because what you see is what you are, not as they are. Okay? The immediate reaction we see is a reflection of our ego and our programming. And it's up to you if you're gonna work on that karma in this present moment, in this present lifetime. You can do that by trigger tracking or emotional watching. Okay? What bothers you? It can be some deep-seated resent. Got no time for that, my friend. Optimize. I had just been listening to Rob Dyrdek. He's a skateboarder and an entrepreneur. And he said he achieved his peak top, the opposite of rock bottom. And he just continuously optimized by tracking quantitative and qualitative data of his mental well-being, his family life, and his overall sanity, brain training, meditation, physical exercise, and he's pretty specific when it comes to eating too, and intermittent fasting, no sugar, and complete hours of sleep. So if you track, what you track gets managed or nudged, okay? So track your triggers, track what's important to you. If there are some outputs or creative nuggets that you need to put out in the world, track those and score yourself. And ask your colleagues or family members, what can I do to serve you more? What things should I do more or do less to become a better this or that? Okay? Honoring others. It's a pretty good one too. Honor others. Treat everybody as a visitor or a god. If you want to go deeper, treat each being as God, animals as God. Revere yourself, revere others. See the specialness in all things, even in a fly. If you go deep into a fly, do you know how their vision works? It's pretty technological, and their aeronautical technology too. Okay, but we're veering away from the topic, which is resting naturally. Let's go back there and just focus on resting naturally. But all is interconnected, you know? All the complexities of outside of you, you respect the things that you do not understand, revere it and respect it, and know your role and how to make things better, how to better up yourself to become a brighter, a shinier part of the world. Okay? So that's our Thich Nhat Hanh card of the day, resting naturally. And moving on to Joseph Murphy's cosmic powers. Now that we are spacious and we carry this spaciousness and gentleness of the Buddha, now is the perfect time to know that the cosmic power is inside of you. Okay? Let's do a little prayer. In your silent meditation and in your openness, maybe I'll replace the word God to cosmic powers or infinite intelligence. Okay? I am a child of infinite intelligence. I am a channel of it. And it has need of me where I am. Otherwise, I would not be here. I know I am here to express more and more of the divine intelligence's love, life, truth, and beauty. I am here to do my share and to contribute to humanity. I have much to give. I can give love, laughter, joy, confidence, and goodwill to all people, to animals, and to all things in the universe. I am here to stir up the gift of the universe within me. I realize that I am a gardener, mentally speaking, and as I sow, so shall I reap in life. Life is a mirror for the king as well as for the beggar. And whatever I give to life, life returns to me magnified, multiplied, and running over. I deposit in the garden of my mind wonderful seeds of peace, love, goodwill, success, harmony, and joy. I forgive myself for harboring negative, destructive thoughts, and I pour out love and goodwill to all my relatives and to all people everywhere. I know when I have forgiven others because when I meet them in my mind, there is no sting. I am free. I am constantly drawing out the fruit of the delightful seeds I am depositing in my subconscious mind. I know that my thoughts, like seeds, will be made manifest as form, function, experience, and conditions. I think on these things, and the cosmic power is with my thoughts of good. I am at peace. Another beautiful one by Joseph Murphy. So once again, it contains forgiveness, okay, letting go, knowing the inner workings of the law, which is what you sow, you reap, what you think you get, what you imagine expands, what you engage in and put attention on becomes real. If you think it in your head, you'll hold it in your hand, okay? So just be ready with positive expectancy, a radiant face, just love and receptivity. Understand, then become understood. Let go of being right. Rather focus on getting it right. Just keep track of your triggers, keep track of your emotions, keep track of your outlook. Kid playing update, a kid blowing bubbles right in front of me. What a joy. Such joy. Aren't we just like bubbles? Okay? You are the consciousness inside of that bubble. And when you meditate, when you feel love and appreciation, that is the bubble popping, dissolving all of the barriers between you and your outside world. Okay, but if you're all tangled up in your bubble, okay, you feel separate, you continuously think that you are separate with the whole of the things, this will only cause you suffering. Because the real thing is we are one, that you are a drop in the ocean. Okay? You are that bubble. All bubbles are impermanent. Okay? They provide joy and they contain all the colors, and so just fun to just watch them whirl about in the air unexpectedly, and they go in different directions, like the direction of the wind. And much like our life, there are currents, there are undercurrents. You can look at it emotionally and psychologically. There are underpinnings, there are undercurrents that are there programmed within us. But in stillness, all questions are answered. When you sit, you affirm your cosmic power. It is not yours, but you have become a part of it, and you have come your role in it, that it runs through you and it is everlasting. Okay? Cultivate a relationship with this higher power. There's a greater power. In the Bible, it is called the Father, or God. Your higher self, your inner knowing, the love, the things that life itself, my friend, life itself, your possibilities, your potential, the version of yourself that you have not met yet. Okay, some points to recall. You mold, fashion, and create your own destiny. Your future is your present thought made manifest on the screen of space. The first step in changing your mind, body, and environment is to believe that the cosmic healing power which made your body can heal you and bring into your life all kinds of blessings. The cosmic power is all-wise. So surrender, cut out all the murmuring, complaining, begrudging, resent, and questioning. Once you let go and you're sitting and you rest naturally, all is answered. All is well. In deep looking, all is well. You must assume responsibility for your future and cease blaming God, life, and the universe sees blame, my friend. There is no blame. It is you. Your life is of your own doing. So take charge. You have hands, you have limbs, you have buttons to push. So print the brochure and get out in the marketplace of life. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe you just need to take the next step. Okay, what can you do to help? Ask the honest questions of what is important to you. What are you? Who are you? What do you want? How are you going to get in? What will you give? What will you give? How are you going to heal yourself? Healing meaning become whole. Become holy. If you're really attuned to God's karma to you, your job, and then all shall be answered. All will just flow. All will just flow. And you will run in inspired action. And life will just be such a delight from moment to moment. That's why we need to assess. What we're doing is 1 minute in each hour to pray. Okay? If you do not want to call it praying, just to center, to sit. Sit still for a minute, or 2, or 5, or 15. 15 is kind of a stretch. 3 minutes is perfect to rebalance and reassess. Like, where am I? Why am I entangled in this such and such? So in that 3 minutes in each hour of the day, you can ungrip and untangle and re-spool, okay? Like spool the yarns of your mind, like threads, okay? Re-spool it, okay? Reband it, however analogy or visualization you might like. Or you can use a force field, like go to the center of your spine and imagine everything being apart or far from you. Do not get too jumpy with externals, my friend. The externals are just past reflections of your what you have thought in the past. Your past thinking are being expressed in the mirror of space, in your time-space reality, as a 4D, as material, because you thought of it in the past. Okay, so all the things that are happening to you are of your own creation. Okay? So don't get surprised if if you're presented with something. It's just that you've been creating that for a long time. Maybe unconsciously, because you're not being too honest. That's why it's best if you look at things honestly right now. Start with a clean slate so that your tomorrow will be of your ideal. Take responsibility. It's okay. You're a big woman or a big man already, but contained in you is a whim and the charm of Peter Pan, or a child. Still, okay? You're an adult and a kid at the same time. So have fun in life and enjoy, and know that you have the power. You have the cosmic power. So there's no need for fear. There's no need for worry. There's no need for overthinking. Okay? It does nothing, the overthinking thing. Clarity comes in engagement. Do it so you know that you're wrong. Okay? And your next step shall be revealed. Because the horizon appears if you keep on moving, and the horizon keeps on changing, and the fun and the beauty is in the excitement of your continuous becoming, your gradual becoming. How you build yourself brick by brick. Unshed the onion peel layer per layer. And as you unshed, you build, you put in, you empty it out, and you put in. And what gets filtered out is the gold, okay? The gems. As you keep on stirring it up, you add ingredients, you take some out, you reduce, you fortify, you let it simmer, okay? You broil it, and then you let it rest. And then you run it in the food processor, and then you crystallize it, and then maybe you throw the whole thing away and start anew. Who cares? Okay? Do not be attached to things that you're working on, like, oh, I have invested so much in this routine and in this job. It's gonna be a waste if I let it go. If it does not serve you right, if it's not feeling right, throw it out. Start anew. That's why we have new days. Okay? So there's a term there that I came across that perfectly describes that, like investment bias or something. Think of the long run, my friend. Think of the long run. Your days and moments should be filled with, this is life. Like that. Like this is a heaven, yes. Heavenly, yes. Heaven on earth, my friend. It can be enjoyed with full, how shall I say, appreciation, with if your body is fully fit, if your eyes are really clear and seeing, and if you're reading up on some books so that your vocabulary can be expressive and bring heaven on earth, express it to others. And with your body so light that you can run up a hill without complaining. All of this is up to us. It's your choice. And it can be optimized, it can be built, it can be designed, it can be planned. Plan your fun, plan your dates, and plan your meals. One of the most beautiful things you can do is create a beautiful plate of roasted vegetables glazed with miso. Maybe drizzle some balsamic reduction and a really top-notch olive oil. And lemons. Come on, squeeze that lemon. Sprit that lemon, spritz all over. So we've been doing the pink Himalayan salt lemon daily for the past weeks, and I cannot imagine life without doing it anymore. Like, why? Why would I waste a day? Because a day is if you see your life as precious and time, if you really learn how important your time is, how precious it is, if you really learn some time awareness through your meditation, that this is the only time you got, you'll forget about what other people will say and what you will say. Okay? You'll go for what's true within you, because it is limited. Your time here is limited, and the only time is the present moment. So do it. Engage with it. Give it a try at least once, so you'll know if you're gonna go deeper into that thing. Okay? Take time out in the morning and evening to implant in your mind, by regular, systematic, and constructive thinking, the mental patterns of success, prosperity, abundance, right action, harmony, and full expression. The word here is systematic. Okay? We don't only pray when we have problems. We meditate. We make it a part of our system, because we fall to the consistency of our systems rather than the aspiration of our goals. It is just fact. That's from James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits. Habits are small and atomic, but it's really powerful, like an atomic bomb. Bomb, is that a nice thing to say? Sorry. Like an explosion, like a big bang, if we may say. Let me correct myself, because I'm watching my language. Do not speak any negative words. Okay? I'm careful here, my friend. I'm only blessing you with good stuff, with prosperity, with abundance, with right action. May you embody calm decisiveness, because all is correct. Every path is the right path. Every time you feel indecision, say this to yourself: divine right action reigns supreme. Divine love fills my soul. Divine peace is mine. Divine harmony is mine. God runs through me, so whatever I decide upon, whatever my hunch is, it is by divine right the correct one. Okay, so may you prosper, may you be abundant, and it all starts in thinking, my friends. It's not what you have right now. The things, they are just an outcome. They are just results of what you have been and the way that you have been acting and being and feeling and vibing and embodying. Okay? What you have is not does not equate to what you are. You're very far from material. Is shall I say, I'm avoiding to say this, but it's spelled as D-E-A-D, stuff. Okay? Matter is D-E-A-D, stuff. So don't get attached to it. It means that so much thought has gone into it, so much energy has been focused into it, that it turned into a material thing. So with your material possessions, make it not possess you. Do not let anything own you. You own a couple of things, just some stuff you need. But do not get addicted in. But I think it's going away with the resurgence of and the popularity of minimalism and essentialism and Zen and all of that. Let's revert to original simplicity, my friend. Original Simplicity by James Allen. Look it up. It's a beautiful, beautiful poem. In original simplicity, sit and all is well. You have everything you'll ever need. Look within and you'll discover that what you're searching is you. You have it. You are it. You are what you're searching. The thing is, the more important thing is to maintain the things that you have. Praise the things that you have. And wipe them, bless them, spray some organic, some Mayor's cleaning lavender spray on it and make it shiny again, okay? Wash the little things that you have and make it new, okay? Your future is in your own hands for the simple reason that whatever you sow in your mind, you will reap in the screen of space. To think that your future is in the hands of God and not dependent on your own initiative is rank superstition. Your thought and your feeling create your destiny. It's thought and feeling. And what you think and what you feel is up to you. Gain the skill of moment to moment, reverting back to yourself and reassess and clear and empty out your vessel. Clear the mind. Clear the thinking. Ungrip the story from time to time. To become more specific and systematic, 3 minutes or 1 minute in each and every hour. That's been my practice lately, and I'm just so happy to share it with you guys. You can follow all the rules, tenets, rituals, and ceremonies of a particular church and still be miserable, frustrated, and unhappy. You and only you are responsible for the way you think and believe, and it starts right now. Believe the good. Believe the intelligence is running in its own music, its own accord. It's like playing a record or play a playlist and having trust that it will just play things that are meant to be played. Okay? So moving on to this book right in front of me. Now is the Way, Simple Mindfulness for Modern Times. I love touching the matte finish of the cover. We're just gonna open a random page We're on page 72. We can literally build ourselves into a pyramid of optimal behavior. We can create helpful habits in our lives. What's interesting is that when we repeat a behavior for long enough, only a few months, it becomes ingrained in us. Again, kind of like a reflex. So here's a different way to think about this. If new habits form into behaviors after a few months, we can continue shaping our behavior as much as we'd like. When the habit we introduced a few weeks ago is becoming solid, we can add a fresh one and repeat. Yeah, this is habit building. And what habits are we gonna cultivate for the next week? Is it the 1 minute stillness? Is it the moment-to-moment reframing? Is it the moment-to-moment inquiry? Is it a stillness practice? Is it a yoga practice? It is up to you, my friend. So build the best version of yourself that you can be, because you get only one life, one try in this lifetime, one moment at a time. So do as little as you can. If it makes it better, go for it. Even as little as 5 pull-ups at a time. And it will make 100 if you keep on doing it, and if you track it. So it's best to track, to watch, to feel, to embody and study and take note and journal. And you can do it. I'm excited for you, my friend. And resources are there. StartEarlyToday.com. Make Pure Thy Heart on Substack. And be mindful in the kitchen as well. Cook up some delicious food. Maybe I'll make some pad thai tonight. I'm defrosting some tofu. Did you know that if you freeze tofu, the bubbles or the small circular spaces in between the tofu becomes flaky? It becomes flat because the water crystallizes in such a way that it is flat, leaving flat spaces like layers of a croissant, making it like the texture of lion's mane. I was gonna say chicken, but chickens are our friends, so I'm gonna say lion's mane, where it has elongated strands. So that's my experiment for today. I'll keep you updated. We have some bok choy in there too, and I'll make a quick sauce of some sugar, vinegar, soy, and that's it. Sugar, vinegar, soy, sesame oil. Sesame oil, vinegar, soy, sugar. Whisk it up. That will be your sauce that can dress up any noodle if you'd like an Asian twist to your pastas. And always finish it up with some scallions and maybe some crushed cashews. And sprinkle some lemon zest in there, and voila. You're a chef. Okay? So things are easy if you only do them. So start by gathering the ingredients. Make it simple. I got some simple ideas. MakePureThyHeart.com. You rock. I had fun. Hope you had fun too. That was 48 minutes. Whoa. We've been hanging out for almost an hour. So I think I'm getting the hang of this podcasting thing, and I hope that you join me in this journey and we grow together as one unit of life, vibing in many ways. In our differences, we are one. In our differences, we contribute. One life, one earth. Mama Gaia. Gaia's our mother, okay? And be nice to yourself and others. There's no limit to what you can do. And I'm excited for you, my friend. I'm excited for you. Namaste and peace.